Welcome to Dean's Professional Services Orientation. Dean's Professional Services is a national award-winning staffing solution provider. We have been in business since 1993, providing staffing solutions to our clients. Our positions include temporary, temp to hire, and direct hire placements in the healthcare, administrative, professional, food services, hospitality, and environmental services industries. Our goal is to be your career home base. Our clients include some of the largest and most renowned organizations in the country. We are proud of our partnerships and our services. We are here to provide you new opportunities through job openings, continuing education opportunities, and career resources. Details of our services and resources can be found on our website at www.dps-connect.com. We provide staffing services across the United States. Our corporate office headquarters are located in Houston, Texas. This office supports our nationwide services. DPS also has a regional office in Austin, Texas that supports Austin, San Antonio, and the surrounding areas. During your interview process, you met members of your staffing team. Our company is separated into teams based on the industries mentioned. Each staffing team includes a combination of a manager, staffing coordinators, and human resources coordinator. Each person on the team has a vital role to the processes and communication between you and the client. Communication is vital. Throughout this process, communication is essential. We will be providing information to you via the contact information you've provided, so it is important that you check your emails, text, and phone messages from DPS. You can verify or change your contact information by logging into your Web Center account. Your timely responses and the information you provide will help us ensure a smooth onboarding and assignment placement process. All of the information you've provided is confidential and is only used for the purposes of job placement and career resources. Feel free to check out our privacy policy at dps-connect.com/privacy-policy for additional information. The DPS Connect website is your go-to location online for everything related to our services, new job openings, educational resources, news, and up-to-date information regarding DPS. Here you can access your HR Center and Web Center accounts to view your assignment details, paycheck stubs, new positions available, and more. As a quick tip, HR Center is where your initial application and onboarding paperwork are. Web Center is your go-to for all communication and information after you've completed your onboarding process. If you have additional questions, you can also chat live with one of our team members on our website during business hours. So you're probably wondering, what's next? Your invitation to orientation means that you have been selected as a qualified candidate based on the information provided thus far. We recruit staff based on qualifications such as skills, education, background, employment verification, and professional references. Before presenting your resume and information to our client, we will contact you to go over the position details. This is your time to ask questions regarding location and parking, pay rates, scheduling, and specific requirements. Once you have been presented, the client will select which candidates they like to move forward with. The timeline for the selection process depends on the client. However, you will receive regular updates from a member of your staffing team to let you know the status of the job order. Once you've been selected by a client, the compliance process begins. Compliance is separated into DPS minimum requirements and client-specific requirements. Compliance requirements can include background checks, verifications of employment or education, professional reference checks, and healthcare immunizations. Reference checks, verifications, and background checks are conducted by our HR team based on the information you provide. Healthcare immunization requirements are based on the client. If you are going into a healthcare facility, you may be required to provide documentation on specific immunizations. Some of the most common are flu shot and TB skin test. These immunizations belong to you. Therefore, you may be required to obtain documentation or proof. If you haven't had the specific immunization or cannot locate your immunization records, you may be asked to get the immunization completed. Because these records belong to you, the cost of obtaining records or the actual immunization is not covered by DPS. Many states participate in an IIS, Immunization Information System process. These systems store immunization records for some adults and kids. Contact your state's health department for additional information on retrieval and storage. You should receive detailed information via email of what compliance is required once you've been selected for a position. In some instances, we may ask that you start your compliance before selection to expedite your process. Once you've completed your compliance process, all documentation and results will be evaluated by the client and our HR team, and a final determination will be made. Once the client has approved all documentation and information provided, you will be notified by the staffing team and you will receive a confirmation for your new assignment. Assignment confirmations are critical as they include all of the necessary information regarding your new job. Details such as pay rate, start time, start date, location, and reporting instructions will be provided via phone and email confirmation. Remember to read your confirmation thoroughly. Once you've received this information, you will be held accountable for the information included. It is important to remember that DPS does not cover the cost of parking. During the submittal and assignment confirmation, your staffing team will cover parking as it relates to the facility. Information about alternative parking options may be available at that time. Information about parking in the Texas Medical Center in Houston can be found on the DPS-Connect website. We recommend arriving 15 minutes early to your assignment, and in some cases, we may ask you to map or even drive to the location to get a better idea of the route and advance time you may need. On the first day, contact your staffing coordinator to let them know you have arrived. The staffing team will contact you throughout the first week to ensure that your assignment is going as expected and to ensure you have submitted your time via the required process. It is imperative that you contact your staffing coordinator by phone immediately if you are going to be late or calling off for your assignment. It is recommended that you do not call off during your first 30 days if at all possible. However, here at DPS, we understand that things happen. If you have any issues, call our office immediately, no matter what time. DPS has a representative available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by calling our main line. Do not text, email, or leave a voicemail. In some instances, you may have been instructed to call both DPS and your on-site manager. If this is the case, please ensure that DPS is notified and communication is consistent. Attendance is critical to a successful placement. Failure to contact DPS regarding time away from your scheduled assignment will result in disciplinary action, up to and including termination. A no-call, no-show will result in automatic termination. A tardy with notice will be a verbal warning. A tardy without notice will be a written warning. An unexcused absence with notice will be a written warning. An unexcused absence without notice is the same as a no-call, no-show. 3 tardies will equal 1 absence, and 3 unexcused absences will result in termination. But what if you need to request time off? To request time off, you must submit a time off request form, which can be found on dps-connect.com. Time off request forms should be made 2 weeks in advance, if possible. If you can't give 2 weeks notice, contact your staffing coordinator immediately. Remember, submitting a request does not guarantee approval. The time off request forms are submitted to your on-site supervisor and approved by both DPS and the client. If you do not receive an approval within 72 hours of the request, contact your staffing coordinator. Dress code and attendance expectations will be provided to you by your staffing coordinator through your verbal and email assignment confirmation. In general, we require professional dress as your industry dictates. If your position requires specific dress or shoes for safety reasons, you must ensure that you abide by the requirements. Professionalism is much more than professional dress. Attitude, willingness to perform, engagement, and involvement are just a few key elements that add to your overall professionalism. The use of cell phones and mobile devices is prohibited while on the clock. Your phone should remain on silent and should not be visible while working. If you need to make or receive a call, do so on your scheduled break time. Your time is your money. It is your responsibility to ensure your timesheet is submitted and received by DPS every Saturday night by midnight. Your time entry process will be determined by the client and will be covered during your assignment confirmation. The standard DPS pay period is weekly. Payday is Friday. All time submitted after the deadline, Saturday at midnight, will be processed on the next payroll cycle. Your paycheck can be received via direct deposit or ADP pay card only. Please note, if you'd like to change this option, contact the payroll department for processing. To let us know that you are available to work, you must notify DPS of your availability daily via the DPS Web Center or by phone. Failure to call in your availability for more than 1 week will result in deactivation from our system and will be considered a resignation from employment from DPS. DPS does not guarantee minimum hours per shift or assignment. Temporary assignments can change based on the client's needs and opportunity. We will, however, communicate any changes as soon as we are made aware. DPS is a vehicle for employment opportunities, but we are not the only route. We encourage you to continue to look for employment using other means while we are presenting you to our clients. All of our open jobs can be found by going to the dps-connect.com homepage and clicking on Search Jobs. This is the fastest and most efficient way to see what jobs are available and to let us know you're interested. Through this link, you can select jobs you're interested in and submit yourself as a candidate. Our website is updated live and is mobile friendly. At times, we may communicate our open positions to you via text or email. And if you'd like to opt out of these notifications, just follow the instructions provided in the communication. DPS offers an array of benefits to our staff. These include healthcare benefits, vacation time, holiday pay, and payroll benefits. Our healthcare benefits include ACA-compliant healthcare plan options, dental, and vision packages. To be eligible, you must have worked at least 30 days, with an average of 30 hours or more per week. 1 week of vacation is offered after a DPS employee has completed 2,080 hours within the last 14 months. Employees are also entitled to 8 hours pay after completing 2,000 hours of employment within the 14 months preceding the holiday. For more information, visit dps-connect.com/benefits. Please note, we have only covered our standard policies and procedures. It is your responsibility to review the full handbook, as you will be held accountable. To view the full handbook, visit dps-connect.com. And for additional resources, forums, community involvement, and more, visit dps-connect.com/resources. Referrals are vital to our recruiting and retention process. We know that word of mouth is the best form of advertising. DPS pays $50 to anyone who refers a friend that works a minimum of 40 hours and up to $200 for nurse referrals. Referrals can be submitted via the DPS website at dps-connect.com/referral. Referral forms must be submitted within 30 days of employment, and you can earn as many referral bonuses as you can get. Connecting with us is easy. The best way to connect with DPS is to visit our website, dps-connect.com, for the most up-to-date information, new job opportunities, and forms to complete while on assignment. You can also feel free to chat with us or text at 713-785-7483. We are also available via phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And don't forget, DPS is social. Be sure to connect and follow us on social media via Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. This concludes your orientation. On behalf of the DPS team, we want to thank you for your time.